Those of you who watched my drawing video for Varan will remember that I said that it wasn't a great film and certainly not a popular one, but that I still enjoyed it a lot for its tone, atmosphere, and old school style. Today we're going to talk about a similar film from Toho Studios, one that is usually overlooked and very rarely praised, Godzilla Raids Again. So right off the bat, that title is awful. I'm almost positive it's a play on words for something like The Lone Ranger Rides Again, only since it's Godzilla, it's Raids Again! Get it? Huh? Do you get it? Isn't that clever? No! Well, that's a great way to start this review, I know, so let's move along. Godzilla Raids Again, or Gojira no Gyakushu, which translates as Godzilla's Counterattack, was cranked out quickly by Toho when they realized that their original Gojira was a massive hit. It's one of the few black and white kaiju eiga that Toho put out before they dove right into color with Soro no Daikaiju Raron, and made a few years before their very last black and white monster movie, Daikaiju Baran. Gojira no Gyakushu didn't have the same success as the original film, though, and even though Toho wasn't finished with kaiju, they were finished with Godzilla for a while, who wouldn't return to the screen for 7 years. So, was this film really that bad that it almost killed off the franchise before it ever truly started? I wouldn't say that, but it is hard to deny that it's never been a popular entry with fans. As I mentioned in the Varan video, the shadow of the original Godzilla would loom over Toho's other monster films for many years, and only the debut films of Rodan and Mothra seemed to be able to escape it. Godzilla's own sequel would forever be damned by the quality and success of its predecessor, making it seem much worse than it really is. The appeal of the film is in the eye of the viewer, and a lot of what I liked about Varan the Unbelievable holds true for Godzilla Raids Again. I love the black and white cinematography, the dark tone of the story, the spooky music, and the overhanging sense of dread. Maybe that's just me and the kind of movies I'm into, but hopefully it's something other kaiju fans can appreciate as well. The absolute best thing about this movie that I'm sure a lot of fans can agree on is Anguirus. Even though he never quite elevated in status to the likes of Ghidorah, Mothra, or Godzilla himself, Anguirus is in his own way one of Toho's most beloved monster characters. His debut is a worthy one, and even though some critics sneer at the high-speed fight scenes in this movie, others see them as exciting and even pretty savage by the standards of the time. The big battle between Godzilla and Anguirus is almost as good as the classic fight between King Kong and the Tyrannosaurus, and even ends in a similarly gory manner. There is another similarity that Gojira no Gyakushu has with Daikaiju Baran, and that is both of them really got screwed over in the Americanization. I've already complained about what happened to Varan, but needless to say, Godzilla Raids Again isn't handled with nearly as much care and dignity as Godzilla King of the Monsters. However, while the American Varan the Unbelievable is just boring, Godzilla Raids Again is so ridiculously bad that it has to be seen. There are a ton of mistakes in the editing, the dubbing, and even the credits. The director, Motoyoshi Oda, is bizarrely credited as Motoyoshi QDQ Quidquah. How the hell do you even pronounce that? Weird dialogue is dubbed in with loads of non sequiturs. Godzilla and Anguirus both have their roars switched around randomly, and the stock footage scene about the creation of the world with some kind of puppet dinosaur that looks like the Eraserhead baby. Good God! It's worthy of Ed Wood and just how off-the-wall bad it is. Definitely watch it for yourself, it needs to be seen to be believed. So, yeah, not too much fine praise, but if your taste in monster movies, especially Godzilla ones, are anything similar to my own, you'll probably enjoy it. Or heck, you've probably already seen it 10 million times. As for Anguirus himself, thankfully, he still returns from time to time, and hopefully we'll see him again real soon. Catch you guys next time.